You're listening to the Incomparables Total Party Kill podcast, in which a group of friends play Dungeons & Dragons on the internet for your amusement. This is episode number 537, recorded September 2024, posted January 2026. I don't know if you can smell orphans.
Welcome back to Total Party Kill. It's me, Tony Sindelar, a Dungeon Master. And today we are continuing our adventure that we call the Slaying Stone. That's right, our group of adventurers are out searching for the mystery, powerful magic MacGuffin known as the Slaying Stone. That search has brought them to the fallen city of Kiristan, now known by its goblin name, Grisbad. But our adventurers are not the only people looking for this magical artifact. They know that there is a gang of orcs out there, the Severed Eyes, that are hot on the trail looking for it as well. And, you know, their travels through the city of Grisbad have not gone unnoticed, and there's a variety of kobolds and goblins out to deal with trespassers as well. So they are deep in enemy territory, but they have made some friends along the way. They befriended a strange goblin librarian who gave them some tips about where the Slaying Stone might have been, specifically that the Slaying Stone might be in the clutches of a dragon who lives within Grisbad. They have tracked the footprints and scales of the dragon up to the hot springs in Grisbad, an area that is not frequented by goblin, not big bathers, the goblins, hobgoblins, and kobolds that live here. But also perhaps there might be other reasons to steer clear of this hot springs. All right, before I get any further, we should really introduce our players. They will introduce their characters, and then we will get into things. First up, it's Jason Snell. Welcome back, Jason.
Oh, thank you, Tony. I'm here, and I'm playing again Buffy, who likes to slay things. She's just a young woman who's got a big pointy glaive that she likes to slay things with, or occasionally she'll slay things with a crossbow. Legally distinct.
Thanks, Jason. Next up, it's Aline Sims. Hi, Aline.
Hey, I'm playing Ashrin, the Furbolg cleric. Ashrin needs a last name. It throws off my cadence that I didn't give her a last name. Anyway, our pronouns are she, her.
Also joining us, James Thompson.
I'm playing Celine Silverlight, she, her, contractually obliged, lawful good human paladin who has been
It's part of James's prisoner release program. That
it is.
Play a good community.
I have to do several months. Look. Anyway, she's been raised to hate all things fiend and celestial.
For people who have not listened to the entire Total Party Kill backlog, James has played a series of psychopaths, and including somebody who, burned down an entire boatyard. And so I require that his next character either be lawful or good after the series of murder monkeys that I was exposed to. So thank you, James, for your compliance with what is required of you in order to play with my adventure. Also, it's stretching your capacity as a player and opening you up to new experiences.
Yes.
It'll really inform the next character, won't it?
Yeah. Also joining us, it's Dr. Heather Berberet. Welcome back, Heather.
Hi, happy to be back. I am playing Leona Mountain Meadow. Both of us use she, her. Leona's a Lightfoot halfling druid, and she is very curious about all creatures, but she is particularly obsessed with all creatures that are very, very large.
Mm-hmm. And last there's two more people.
There's two more. And now our last pair.
And next to last, and therefore, by definition, not least, it's Annette Wierstra. It really throws me off when there's 6 players instead of 5. My brain is hard-coded to 5 players. It's a real challenge being me. Anyway, Annette, welcome back.
Hello, I am playing Barbie Rabarbar. When my friends call me Barbie with a Y, legally distinct.
Legally distinct
I am playing a wood elf barbarian, so I'm pretty pink, but I also like to hit things really hard. Hopefully.
And last but certainly not least, it's Chelsea Hackman. Welcome back, Chelsea.
Oh, hey. I'm playing Dax Voltus, a dragonborn monk who dropped out of bard school, so he likes to pretend like he can play musical instruments, but mostly he's just interested in punching and kicking stuff.
Just like me. So that's our characters. As aforementioned, you are standing on the edge of the hot springs in Garizbad. It is quiet, it's peaceful. There's not the sound of, goblins and kobolds in the distance. This area has, as opposed to other parts of Garizbad that have, kind of fallen down and suffered from lots of burning and property damage. This area is a little bit more on the reclaimed by nature side of things. There's kind of beautiful moss growing up around some of the stone columns and plant life and flowers growing up over perhaps places that might have been a walkway. And there's just this natural kind of big steaming pool of water in the middle that, the beautiful rocks have been all arranged around it. And it's just the six of you. As I mentioned at the end of last session, you did see kind of some reptilian footprints in the kind of the sand leading into the hot springs. These are large reptilian footprints.
Seems hopeful.
Fun.
And obviously
Right.
we can't see anything very large and reptilian.
You do not see anything large and reptilian. You see a big pool of water.
I'm kind of large and reptilian.
Oh, okay. You're right. Sorry. You're medium and reptilian by definition.
But you're our reptilian.
I was,
Yeah.
and I forget, Dax, do we know what kind of footwear you wear?
I don't wear footwear.
You don't wear footwear, so you're just walking around with no shoes or sandals. The footprints that you leave are significantly smaller than the footprints that you're in. Like you might do the thing where you put your little dragonborn paw in the footprint, and you're like, "Whoa, this is much bigger than my footprint."
Are you my daddy? Okay.
Leona is exploding with excitement at this.
Yes, there's something very, very big in that water, and I think we need to go find it.
Let's go swimming. Let's
All
go
right.
swimming.
I don't think that we should disturb the pool of a large dragon by swimming in it.
Dax is
So
already
we
in the
should
water. Before anyone comes back.
Selena's pointing to the sign
for
that
it.
says no
And I'm on-
swimming.
And I'm on Dax's back.
All
We're
right.
in.
All right.
All right. So
Amazing.
as you kind of, some of you plunge into the waters of the hot spring, it is it's especially you've been now several days in Garizbad. You have not had a bath. You probably have not had some of the greatest meals. You've been really roughing it,
Yeah.
sleeping in ruins and
Feeling
whatnot.
good.
This is nice. The waters, just the vapors are clearing up all your sinuses. I'm just gonna say that you all gain 5 temporary hit points because it feels good. There may even be whether they're natural or magical, but there's clearly some kind of therapeutic properties to these waters for those of you. And the other thing you find quickly is that the hot spring pool. It's not huge. We're not talking it's smaller than a lake. It's probably even small by pond size. It's big, I don't know, medium-sized swimming pool, but it is quite deep. And there's not even really a kind of a taper off. It's almost like it's like a big well or something, whereas you kind of submerge yourselves and, you find yourself kind of
It's a hot spring.
floating quite easily, but it's there's no bottom for you to put your feet on there. Dax, you were the first into the pool. You're getting all that lovely steam and moisture on your scales. What are you doing?
I'm gonna swim around and I'm gonna throw Leona across the pool.
Okay.
I'm playing in the water.
All right. You're just having a grand old time.
I'm in a cannonball as
Okay.
I splash in, and I think y'all come on in. The water is fine.
Leona,
Come
could you
on.
just give me a quick perception check as you cannonball?
Sure.
Selena's just standing there, arms crossed on the side.
I feel and I feel like Buffy
what's
is
my
right is washing in the water while also just watching suspiciously everywhere.
All right,
Reluctantly.
I'm just going to move some people's tokens around as I do. Yeah.
Reluctantly.
So I got a 12, as I do.
All right. Well, it wasn't that hard to notice. As you cannonball and plunge beneath the surface of the water is also incredibly kind of clear, and you can see that it goes down deep quite a bit, but not too far below the surface of the pool of water. There is clearly kind of like a tunnel heading off of the pool underwater, leading somewhere. And
Hey guys,
it's a very generous sized tunnel.
Guys, there's a tunnel over here, and it's big. I think what we're looking for might be in that tunnel.
No way. Where?
Where? Over there. Under the water. I saw it when I splashed in.
I just swim over to Leona and look.
All right, you look under, and Dax, you do see that there is a tunnel just maybe 10 feet below the water level. So the tunnel is underwater, and it looks like I think you would probably recognize that this is a tunnel that has been dug by a creature with large claws, and it leads into the darkness underwater. So it's like a significant tunnel. You can't see quite where it goes without entering the tunnel.
Ooh, something dug this tunnel. Big claws. Something
Big claws.
large.
Something really strong, too. Should we, go down? I mean, we should get the crew.
Hey, guys.
I swim over because Barbie never says no to a spa day.
None of your characters do.
I'm
Yes,
surprised.
that's constant across the Annette's cinematic
Yeah, spa
universe.
days.
I mean, Barbie, why aren't you in the water
some people
already?
Chaos.
Yeah,
I am
spa
in the
day
water
all day.
I am in the water.
Oh,
Tony,
okay.
make Annette have
Oh,
her
hi,
next
Barbie.
character not like spas.
There's nothing I find destructive
punishment.
about that. And
Look,
Annette's
I
character
haven't
has not
stolen this spa.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
fair.
hasn't
That's
burned
fair.
down a
That's fair.
spa.
Fair,
Yeah,
fair.
the amount of property damage that Annette's characters have caused is much lower than the James Thompson list of war crimes.
It's true. And even when I stole the spa, I didn't destroy it. We just
Yeah, you
run
used
it.
the spa that you stole for good, or
Yeah,
at least
that's
profit.
Also
I was
assassination.
also a co-runner of that spa, so I feel I
It's
should
true.
get some.
I'm
Good
just
points
saying,
for
if we
that.
can sell the Wikipedia, which Total Party Kill Wikia page, which has not been created yet, that lists the crimes that James Thompson has committed in character.
We'll leave that
It
as
is
an exercise to
significant.
the listeners to compile
Yeah.
James's rap
Hey.
sheet.
Links to
Yeah.
its own article, the list of James
Yeah.
Thompson's in-game crimes.
The controversy section is lengthy on that. I always scroll
Controversy
to
and
that part
criticism.
first.
Is that my controversy section or my character's controversy section?
Well,
Potato,
just
potato.
checking.
Hyperlink.
All right, so
Okay.
some of the characters have found an underwater tunnel. Some of the characters wait on the water's edge.
Do we-
What would you all like to do?
I mean, I'm intrigued in investigating this, but is anybody particularly good at holding their breath? I mean, it is a watery tunnel, right? So
It is a watery tunnel. I am going to ask for some athletics checks to swim underwater. I don't know if any of you are creatures that are particularly good at aquatic transit. But you're what are you? You're level 4 adventurers now? You're not.
Three.
Three.
Yeah, three.
Well,
I'm also-
swimming's not a big thing.
I'm also
Buffy's-
wearing full chainmail, which I feel is probably not great.
Hey, you didn't say full plate mail, so that's
Buffy's up for whatever because she's
hole's
very
that
athletic.
buoyancy.
She's happy. She's very comfortable in
Yeah.
the water.
I'm a wood elf, but I feel like that includes ponds.
Yeah,
You know,
there are ponds
I
and
have-
woods.
I have
Pond
shape
elf.
water. I wonder if I can move some water.
That's what shape water does. Now I'll tell you, shape water only moves kind of pieces of water, sections of
Right.
water. So you couldn't, you could if you needed to, like, I don't know, bring more water into this hot spring, remove some water from it. The tunnel is significant enough that I think it lets you move basically like a 10-foot cube of
Yeah.
water. So
Yeah.
I think that
Could it move a 10-foot
you-
cube of water that we are not in, i.e. just as we
Oh,
walk
so you could
along?
create a little.
That's what
a
I'm
little,
thinking. Like a
little
bubble,
bubble?
as we go. Yeah.
This is the part of the adventure where I pause and read the text of the spell.
Can it fit
5
six
foot
people?
cubes.
Oh, I can change the flow of the water
Oh.
up to 5
So you
feet
could
in
push
any
us.
direction.
Probably I'm going to get mail about this, but I'm going to say yes.
Hooray!
Now-
Yeah.
Can anybody enhance my ability? Because you know what happens when I roll dice.
I think shape water just happens, Heather, if I'm
Oh,
reading
it
this
does.
correctly.
All right.
Yeah. I think
That's a cantrip.
there's no dice rolling.
Yeah.
You choose an area of water that you can see within range and fits within a 5-foot cube. You manipulate it. So this just happens.
Sounds like you. Yeah,
Okay.
I just looked it up, and somebody suggested what you basically do is you create a water sphere with air inside it, and then just
Yes.
lower your bubble and move it where you want.
Yeah. So anyone who does not want to hold their breath, who's feeling really lazy, can travel in that. Other people can hold their breath.
Okay.
It's not so much the breath; it's the
Safety.
the heavy armor, the
Mm. Okay, James.
Okay, so I
Well-
cast the air bubble made from water, right? And we get
Perfect.
inside,
Neat.
Yeah.
and
Yeah,
we just kind of roll along.
Yeah. Hey,
On
it's
the
like you're almost at a
ground?
ball
it's
hamster
a
ball
super
in an
monkey ball
aquarium.
our way.
Yeah. All right. So you is everyone okay with that plan? Should I just
Yeah, I
say
mean,
that's
like-
what's
Yeah,
happening?
let's do it.
I'm not keen on the trespassing, but maybe this dragon is in trouble and we need to go and help it. So
There's no
yeah,
fences.
that's how
It's
I'm
r-
justifying this.
You're not
It's so
jumping
weird
over
to
a
hear you
wall.
say I'm not keen on the trespassing.
Yeah, I don't understand what happens to James.
It's like, James, that's so cute.
Yeah. I'm confused about this new James who's hasn't stabbed
Odd
anyone in an
person,
hour.
James.
All right, so you use your super monkey ball water bottle to travel through the tunnel. The tunnel heads down and then it kind of dips up, and you suddenly find yourself walking on wet dug out sand and no longer underwater, and you're in kind of a it's warm here. It's kind of humid, but you're in like a cave underneath the hot springs.
I'd like to roll perception just to get a general vibe
Mhm.
check.
Yeah, vibe check.
11.
It is dark. It is humid. You can see that the tunnel proceeds for a little while and then opens into a larger cave.
But no, movement or...
You see no movement.
Okay.
I'm going to attempt to sneak deeper into the cave and see if I can get a look at anything.
All right,
Are we
Dax
all-
Voltus, why don't you give me a stealth check as you sneak ahead?
You got it.
You gotta hold your breath when you leave
That's
the
an
bubble.
18.
Just don't forget.
We're not
You're no longer
underwater
underwater,
anymore.
Jane.
Oh, I missed that. Well, that's
The tunnel sloped up.
Well,
and
that
we left the
bubble
water.
was really. Thanks for trying.
So
Sorry,
it got
we
you there.
wasted
It
your
made
bubble.
that no one had to
All right.
roll athletics. No one had to learn to swim.
Okay,
James was
You're
happy.
welcome.
thank
Yeah.
you.
My armor is not rusting.
Yeah.
Celine did not
You
drown.
should have paid for that undercoating. Chelsea, what'd you roll for your stealth check?
An 18.
All right. Dax Voltus sneaks ahead, and you're kind of moving from little stalactite to stalagmite. And you head down the tunnel and sneak into a kind of dark, warm, wet cave. And looking around the cave, you almost don't notice the creature at first because it's dark. And this creature is kind of almost like the color of the sand and rocks, but then it you kind of see the outline of it in the darkness. There is a large kind of sandy colored dragon curled up, sleeping in the middle of this cavern.
It's so cute.
Aww.
Wow.
It's like a big puppy.
I have to stop myself
It
from
is-
squealing.
Just to be clear, quite large compared to all of you in your kind of standard humanoid forms.
I would like to
Right now, only Dax knows about this dragon, so
I want to sneak
unless Dax sneaks back.
follow Dax because I
Yeah.
feel
Mm.
like they might need
I'm gonna
some
look
support
back
over
at-
there.
I
I'm
mean,
looking
for
back
sure.
straight at Leona and being like, come.
For sure. I'm like right with
Yep.
her there. Yeah.
All right. So other people now see the dragon. It's kind of like its side is like slowly rising and falling as it's breathing. But it seems to be sleeping.
It's a big dragon.
Do we see a slaying stone?
You do not see a slaying stone conspicuously just hanging out.
Can I see anything around the dragon? Like what the rest of the passage does? Is it just a cozy dragon-shaped bed?
It looks like it kind of. Yeah, it looks like it kind of ends here. It does look like the dragon may be kind of curled up around some stuff. Maybe the dragon has a little hoard here, but this seems to be kind of a big sandy cavern that the dragon has presumably maybe further hollowed out to build just it's a very lovely little warm, cozy little den here that the dragon seems to have built for itself.
Is the dragon laying on anything? Any hoard
It
here?
does look like the dragon is curled up around something. It's a little hard to see what's there. It's not just like a conspicuous pile of money or gems, but it looks like there might be some things that the dragon is kind of nested upon. It's hard to see under the dragon without, waking it, perhaps.
Well, I feel that we should wake it and we should talk to it because I don't think trying to steal whatever it's
Certainly
got
not.
is going to end well for us.
Agreed.
So, how do you wake a dragon, Celine?
I will walk over to the dragon, and I will sort of pat it on its snout,
Just clear your throat really loudly,
and say, "Excuse me, dragon. We need some help." I could also speak Draconic, which probably helps in this interaction.
All right. I think the dragon kind of snorts and awakens. And please welcome to the podcast special guest star Anthony Johnston, who will be providing the voice, personality, and character of this dragon.
Yay!
Hooray!
It's good to know who's going to eat me.
This yawning dragon. And what do we have here? Who are you, little one?
I mean, my name's Celine, and my friends and I, we're here on a mission. We are trying to recover a slaying stone, which we feel is going to fall into the hands of bad people, or might. Not saying you're a bad person, if you have it. But just wondering if you could help.
A slaying stone.
I'm going to choose this moment to get out from behind the stalactite and run over to Celine.
Ah, and who is this little one?
Hi, I'm Dax.
Greetings.
What's up, Grandpa?
I shoot a look at Dax.
And
What? We're family.
Anthony,
Don't look at me.
just to clarify, so Celine, James's character, is a kind of young woman with silvery hair. Chelsea's character, Dax, is a dragonborn. So a dragonborn is not a dragon, but a humanoid with draconic features and, kind of a small dragon-shaped creature, except that they walk on their hind legs and wear some clothes and stuff like that. Just to clarify.
Yeah, like some of my best friends are draconic.
And I would say, Anthony, you are, as a dragon, you're well aware that there are 4 other creatures kind of lurking in the shadows behind some stalagmites in your den. But also, none of them looks like they necessarily would be a threat to a mighty and powerful creature such as yourself.
Hello. I see you all there. Come forward. Come.
Leona is absolutely petrified, cannot move, like totally fangirling her little heart out. She's just frozen.
What did you say you were looking for?
It's believe it's called a slaying stone, and it's a magical item that is just too dangerous to be out in the world. So I was one of the group that I would like to take it back to my paladin order, who will keep it safe. Have you come across anything?
Is that what we're doing with it?
Yes. That's what I believe.
I don't remember this. Anyway,
Sounds
we are
ghastly.
looking for a slaying stone.
And if you find this stone, you would take it out into the world?
Well, I would take it to be protected by my order of paladins, which I very recently, like last week, graduated from and was sent out into the world. But they assure me that they will look after it very carefully.
We're still workshopping this idea. Actually, she didn't ever get buy-in from all of us on this one, but that's okay. That's okay. We're not taking it out necessarily. It depends.
Yeah, I'll just check in. There's 6 of you here. Other characters, how are you reacting to Celine's plan?
Suspiciously.
I mean, it's clearly the best thing to do.
I'm going to try to change the conversation. I step forward and say, look, here's the problem. There's a band of orcs. They're very, very bad guys. And they are kind of rolling around this town, and they are trying to find the slaying stone, and we can't let it fall into their hands because they are very bad
Listen to her.
creatures.
That's what's up.
Yes. Buffy
And
knows.
you think this stone might be here?
We had some tips.
A very friendly goblin person, human
Librarian.
librarian guy
Librarian.
suggested that the slaying stone may have come to
We
you
also saw
here.
where the slaying
Yes.
stone was, we believe, previously, and there was certain claw marks.
Majestic ones.
Yeah.
Big ones.
And scales.
Suggested maybe that it was part of what you had, if that was you or another dragon, we don't know.
The goblins do bore me so. Do you think the orcs would be able to take this stone from me?
No, we would never think that. You're too powerful for them. But we would hate for them to try.
They are duplicitous and might try to trick you or distract you and steal it from you is what I think you would probably kill them if they just came in here and said, give us the slaying stone. But they're also tricky, and there are lots of them.
We, may I say, are very trustworthy.
And very clearly not tricky.
We're not good at it.
If we were tricky, we'd have a better story.
We have a good story.
Oh, I like stories. Tell me a story.
I can tell you the story of
A good one.
well, I was an orphan. I was found in the basically outside the Order of the Knight's Embrace, which is my paladin order, and they've taken me in and they've trained me to fight against the fiends and celestials and those that seek to corrupt this plane of existence. And so that's been my life up to this point. And
Tell me how you came here. How did you find me?
Oh.
well, there was a big hole.
It's funny. We were just sent to the town and crossed the river and skulked around, and the goblins have been trying to find us, and they are not that interesting. I agree. We've been walking around the whole town, and they very rarely even can see us, and it's their town. But after visiting the librarian, he suggested we come to the hot springs, and we managed to find our way here, and then investigated the wonderful warm pool and discovered the tunnels. So we made an air bubble, a magical air bubble, and came here in a magical air bubble to see what was in the tunnel. And that pretty much leads us to where we are right now.
I'm doing an interpretive dance of the story.
You
as
shape that,
Buffy's
make that
telling
big
it.
air bubble shape with your arms.
Yeah.
Tell me how you found the town.
Who remembers that part?
We got a
Guy in a
map.
bar.
Yeah.
Yeah, like many of our adventures.
There was a guy in a bar. He gave us a map and a piece of paper with a message on it. But it was in
And he's-
Goblin and not a speak Goblin. And then I believe we got a helmet from somebody that
Yep,
let us
magic
speak
helmet.
Goblin enough to read it. And then we took that and we followed the map.
And
we
they said
snuck
it was
into the
very
town.
dangerous, so that's why we're here to kind of protect the world.
There it is.
We had a note. The note said to find Hujat. and to seek Hujat severed eyes and seek the slaying stone.
Severed eyes are the orcs. That's the band of orcs.
Hujat, not sure. And it did say he will help or suffer, but we don't know what that means.
It's also signed by someone whose only initial is V. Do you know anyone who goes by that name?
You do not, Anthony.
Names. So many names over so many years. You, little one. Celine, was it?
Yes.
Good name.
Hello.
You smell odd.
Well, I didn't really go into the hot spring. We have been adventuring for quite a while. I apologize for that. It's just
not the human way. Something about you.
I can assure you, I am 100% human. Just an orphan. I don't know if you can smell orphans, but yes.
Tony?
I smell Celine.
Tony, I would like to roll something to see if I think that Celine is telling the truth.
I can tell you, Celine,
chaotic all along.
Celine believes she is telling the truth.
Yeah. Usually you can't roll,
it's a natural 20 on insight.
Wisdom check.
Tell me what I think, having observed Celine all this time.
James,
do I really think there's something to what the dragon is suggesting here?
James, please answer the question honestly for Buffy.
Celine, 100%, and you can see every percent of that, believes she is human.
Yeah.
But we also know her backstory, which is that she was put down on the doorstep of the Paladin Order.
Which is what I was told.
Just to clarify for our players and listeners, orphans can be humans. They're not exclusively,
but we don't know they can be, but we don't know their origins. So we just have to
I
take
just want to say
faith.
that, I just want to make clear that orphan is not like a separate character class.
Right? Or yeah.
Now, Annette, you, Barbie, wanted to
do I smell anything?
Yeah, give me a perception check on Celine. You've been traveling with Celine for a while.
I'm looking at all these people.
Rolled a 2. So
seems fine to you. 4. Definitely, you feel like Celine probably could have benefited from not being inside a magic bubble as you traveled through a hot spring. But yeah,
I tell her so. Maybe you should get
I smell something
on the way out.
Because
having the uncomfortable hygiene discussion with your friends.
Look, guys, I think we need to recognize that in Dungeons and Dragons, we have to just assume that people don't smell great. There's no one, just like there's not usually a lot of talk about where's the
I always
castle.
Smell great.
Except for Asimars, they always smell great.
Yeah, there's not a lot of talk about soap either. So
I spray some perfume on Celine.
Oh.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Seems as if you have had an easy journey. Tell me something of past heroics.
Remember that time we ran away from all those rats?
There were quite a lot of them. I opened a box. I think it was full of rats. I mean, easy
you guys
is relative.
Those stories are accurate, but you do not sound great in any of them. I will just mention your characters have done likely a variety of things that existed outside of the recorded adventures. Just for
I don't know.
At my school's gathering carnival, where everybody would come together, all the young members of the school, and dance, and it would be in the evening, and they would be dressed up nicely, and we all went to the dance, and we all had a good time, and then some creatures came and tried to attack the young innocent children. And the good news is that I did kill the creatures. I killed them all, and we saved most of the children, not all of them, but most of them, as many as we could. However, no one will let me forget the fact that by the time the night was over, the entire school had burned to the ground. and I could never go back to my hometown. And so I wander and seek to slay evil creatures and protect the innocent. But unfortunately, I'm never getting that dance back.
Yeah,
that's my story.
Setting fire to things with children in it.
Well,
that seems like a bad.
Not
thing.
intentional. It just sort of worked out that way, is what I'm saying.
Backstory energy, not main adventure energy.
I used to bake a lot of rhubarb cake, and I had a cafe called Barbara's Rhubarb Bar, which is where I got my name amongst the barbarians. But I got a little bored just making cake, so I decided I needed to go off and adventure and meet exciting creatures such as yourself. I've never seen a dragon before, and I think you are amazing.
We all nod.
Do you want some rhubarb cake? I do have some. It's probably like a couple months old, but it might still be delicious.
I will decline.
I want some rhubarb cake.
I give you rhubarb cake.
Are there more heroes among you?
Hello, Mr. Dragon? Hello? I left my home because I love things really big and the other halflings don't like big things. And I'm searching for big creatures like yourself, and I'm just so happy to meet you. So I'm on my own, but you're the biggest thing I've ever met before.
I'll stretch out a claw towards Leona, just so she can touch it.
Yeah, I mean, I imagine like Leona could. You could just Leona could sit in the palm of your hand. You are a mighty dragon, and Leona is a.
I'm not going to do that. That's
standard size halfling, but just for scale,
I pet the claw.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, dragon. That's my only heroics is leaving my home because they don't like big things, and I do.
I had to leave my land because of wars and factions, and I love the trees and I love the creatures in the trees, and it all burned down. And so I have wandered for many years trying to find a place to belong and trying to find or prevent tragedies such as that happening anywhere else.
I went to a party at Bard School and I drank too much. And then I had a dream that I was actually a kung fu master who drank too much. So I went and found this monastery at the job fair. And I was like, hey guys, do you need more? And they were like, yeah. So I went and I took my vows, and now I'm traveling around learning about motion and movement and punching and kicking stuff in the face. But not you, though. You're the best thing I've ever seen or met or encountered ever. And I've encountered lots of stuff.
And this is why we do not talk of the dragonkin.
It were pretty embarrassing. Hey, one time I swam in a pool and then I met a dragon, and that was pretty cool.
Have you all decided what you would do with this stone?
Yes, we're going to take it to my paladin order, and they will protect it.
I think we should destroy it. I think it's too powerful to be entrusted to anybody. I think it needs to be destroyed.
I agree.
I agree.
Many creatures could be damaged
agree.
by this.
Buffy?
Well, I do not agree.
We know.
I would like it to be used for good, but I am unsure if that's possible.
It may not be. How would you destroy it?
I don't know. I think we'd have to inspect it and see if it had any magical properties. I would hope that if you had it and had it for a while, you might be able to offer some insight. But I think we would just have to try things and see what happened.
A stone that can kill in a word? Surely you know it has magical properties.
Indeed, but that doesn't mean it has magical protection on it or that it can withstand a blow with a hammer or an axe. I don't know. We don't know enough about it to be able to say how we would destroy it. But we would seek wisdom to figure it out.
Wisdom such as yours. I mean, we're all talking hypotheticals at this point. Do you know of this stone?
I know of it.
Do you know how it might be destroyed?
I fear it will take more than an axe to destroy this. And I draw it forth with my other claw.
So
we all look surprised.
The dragon kind of, it clearly has a variety of stuff in a little hoard. It is interesting, I mean, it sounds like this is probably the first dragon any of you have met in person, but you have heard stories of many dragons, and some dragons are known for basically amassing a hoard of gold and precious jewels. This dragon seems to be different. You only get kind of a quick glimpse of kind of a strange eclectic collection of stuff kind of wrapped up in its tail. But the dragon is now holding, kind of floating in the palm of its hand, a large kind of egg-shaped stone, and it clearly kind of glows, and there's kind of swirly carvings in the stone. It's got kind of a turquoisey kind of color to it, with and some of the kind of like runes that are etched into the stone kind of pulse with energy as the dragon displays it to you all.
Friends, surely this stone is better left with the dragon. I'm not even sure why we're after it. This dragon can clearly take care of this stone better than we ever could. What are we doing?
And the adventure ended.
You have a point.
Well, dragon,
I agree.
Dragon whose name we do not know. What is your name, by the way?
I forget.
Okay, well, I forget.
We did tell you our names, and then
you did.
Celine looks at the stone, and you can see some gears turning.
Several of you did. I would caution you to be more circumspect in the future.
To be fair, I don't actually know what my name is. As I said, I was an orphan. So,
yes.
Whether the magic would work on a name that is not my name, but I think is my name, she starts to get puzzled.
Would you like me to try?
I mean, that could be interesting. But on reflection, probably not. It would prove if that was my name, which would be interesting.
But not for long. You have amused me, adventurers.
Oh, good.
An old dragon such as myself seeks only amusement. The goblins bore me so. Very well. Take this artifact. Be good with it.
Celine reaches out for it.
I slap her hand away and take it first.
Give me a quick contested sleight of hand check between Celine and Dax.
That is an 18.
Oh,
14.
Dax.
No.
All right, Dax. Sorry, Celine gets there first.
I pop it in my backpack.
All right.
Do you know how we might destroy it?
I know almost nothing about this object. I care not for it. I care only that it be used for good.
That is what my order will do.
Can I look at his hoard and see what kinds of things he does hoard?
No, you cannot.
The dragon can hear you.
You see like some graphic novels, and there's some strange little pewter miniatures, some vinyl, but it's hard. You only get a quick glimpse kind of under the tail.
I'm gonna reach into my bag and grab like I don't know, a written down story or something that I have from my bard school and see if he wants it. It's basically a storybook.
Unpublished zine. Yeah.
Yeah. Some of my friends at the bard school made this. It's got stories in it.
Self-published.
Would you be interested in one of these?
The photocopying is cheaply done.
Place it before me, little one.
So I'm going to open it up and show it to him.
How kind of you. You may go.
Thank you.
Really, I think that's the best we could hope for. Like, just being dismissed. Summarily dismissed.
Can I also touch your claw?
I'm keeping the book. Just to be clear.
No, we should have this book. Have it. You gave us the stone. The least I can do is give you a book. Can I touch your claw? Can I do claw to claw?
Oh.
They touch claws. Nice. Anyone else have any parting words for our unnamed dragon before you make your way back into the underwater tunnel?
Just gonna wave and say bye, dragon, and slowly back away.
Yep.
Yeah.
I leave a piece of rhubarb cake and also back away. It's kind of old. Don't eat it.
Yeah, it might be like at this point,
Petrified?
maybe like, I don't know, what's the like beef jerky equivalent of rhubarb pie? Rhubarb
Hardtack.
Fruit roll-up?
Rhubarb hardtack.
Fruit roll-up,
Rhubarb
maybe?
hardtack.
Yeah, it's it's an acquired taste.
I
all right,
say to the
well-
dragon that I wish I had a piece of magic that allowed us to take a picture together so I could show to other people that I met a dragon, and
How
I
do you
wish
know
I
what
had
a
that
picture is?
magic.
I
I mean,
You
a way to
will-
show people that I
Instant
met
portrait.
you.
Like a painting.
A painting. Yeah.
A painting.
Your own memory will be enough, and you will never forget this moment.
It's true.
I imagine
Thank
you
you,
travel.
Mr. Dragon.
You somewhat travel in somewhat stunned silence through perhaps another bubble and up to the surface of the hot springs. But, there's kind of a weird feeling among you all as you now know that you carry the titular adventure object for which you seek, the slaying stone. But, Celine, as you carry it in your bag, at first it's like, is it just nerves? Is it anxiety? You know that this is an object that is very powerful and also not an object that is a product of good magics that have created it. And though you have been successful in finding that what you seek, there's also kind of a weighty responsibility now that it is on you to return it to safety. Big special thanks to our non-player character Anthony Johnston as Unnamed Dragon.
Yay!
I forget.
We will not forget.
What if that's the dragon's actual name? I forget. The brass dragon.
I mean, we could
Trixie.
test that, but probably shouldn't.
This is why you shouldn't be carrying the stone. Celine.
That's why I said
Obviously.
probably shouldn't.
So you make your way up through the underwater tunnel to the surface of the spring. But as you kind of reach the edge of the pool and climb out of the hot springs, you notice something different about the clearing from when you entered the spring. The most obvious thing is that there are 3 bodies lying on the ground by the edge of the spring.
Oh.
Are they goblins or are they other adventurers?
Give me a quick perception check, Celine.
Okay. That is 17.
These appear to be kobolds. You recognize their kind of lizard-like features and lizard-like tails, and they look recently slain. Each of them is kind of in a somewhat expanding pool of blood on the kind of sand around the hot spring.
Well, Celine goes over and tries to close their eyes and generally perform some rites.
I want
Okay,
to
you check them.
perception
They
check.
are
Sign
very
of,
dead.
Is there anybody around? Is there anybody still here?
Mm-hmm.
Give me a quick perception check, Buffy.
Yeah. 8.
I would
8.
also like to look for other enemies.
Yep. Give me a quick check, Barbie.
12.
All right. 12 is enough. You notice that there are some movement, kind of some shadows, some shapes in some of the rocks and pillars around this hot spring. You are not alone.
Oh my god.
Hand signals to let everyone know.
Yes. I let you know. Can I tell how many, or is it?
I'm going to say with 12, you're not sure.
Okay. I point to the areas where I'm noticing the rocks, but I can't tell how many.
All right. Anyone else want to do anything in the
get out of this
moment
pool.
before something happens? All right.
I mean,
You
we can
all
always turn around and go back in the pool.
You can
and
always
Dragon?
feel free to arrange yourselves, whether you're on the edge of the pool or standing by the bodies. And Celine. So the good news is you are not taken by surprise as several creatures kind of climb out from behind the rocks that are on the perimeter of this pool. These are large, hulking goblinoids. They are not goblins. They are, in fact, orcs. And you have not encountered orcs in Garizbad yet. And they are not just, I don't know how many of you have encountered orcs in your travel. They're kind of at the top of the goblinoid food chain, as it were. And these orcs are rather aggressive and intimidating looking. The distinctive feature they all have is that each of them is wearing an eye patch, and they kind of snarl at you as if to inevitably answer the question, I wonder who killed all these kobolds. And they advance on you, not interested in having any conversation before they attempt to murder you. What is the deal with these orcs? What business do they have with our players? Will anyone die as they are murdered by an orc just after having a lovely chat with a dragon? Will our adventurers be able to escort the Slaying Stone to safety? For answers to questions such as these, tune in next time to Total Party Kill.
The Incomparable Podcast Network. Become a member and support this show today. theincomparable.com/members